Well, welcome back to our YouTube channel, Soaring Together. In today's video, we're going to take you on a trip to the South Texas Botanical Gardens and Nature Center. My friend Kathy had asked me to go along with her, so she and I went and we enjoyed the day. And so the first 12 minutes of this video will be Kathy and I's tour of the gardens and visiting with the birds and the reptiles, and we walked down the nature trail and got some photos of some of the wildlife there and just had an awesome day. And a few days later, I was contacted by the animal care coordinator there at the Botanical Center. She had asked me to come back for a complimentary one-on-one session with Tango and some of the other birds and the reptiles, and to learn a little more about the animals. And also she gives us a few announcements of some exciting events coming up at the garden. So stay tuned and enjoy the video. And yes, this is me holding this snake. Can you believe I held my first snake? We are Ricky and Denise. We sold everything in 2020 and hit the road to RV full time. We travel in our Freightliner M2 truck, pulling our DRV JX 450 full house that hauls our 2020 Harley Tri-Glide. We invite you to travel along with us as we are soaring together. Hello. Oh, you scared me.
I know. Hello.
Oh, I'm here with Goldie, and Goldie wants to say hello. Goldie, say hello. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hey, Tango. Look, he's holding it in his hand.
Yep.
Hey, Tango.
How cool are you?
Hey, Tango.
Okay, I got one more. I got one more. Okay. He's really good at that. He's taking off all the stuff and just getting Look at that! How cool are you?
With his tongue.
Yeah.
He's doing that.
Good
Hey,
job.
Tango. Hi, Tango.
Yeah.
Now you're going to pose for a picture, aren't you?
There you go. Okay.
Turned upside down.
Yeah.
He says, thanks for the food. Now I'm going to do you some tricks.
Okay. There
He wanted us to see him hanging by one hand.
Oh, look at you. Look at him. He's
Wow.
waving. Good for you, baby.
Here, Max. You want another one?
One more, okay?
Say thank you.
For you.
Look how he waves.
Thank you, baby.
Gets those
You are
fingers
so
going.
cool. Yes, you are. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
That
Look at
is
you.
so cool. Hey, buddy.
Hi, buddy. Oh, there we go. Okay. Go ahead.
Hey, buddy.
There you go. Oh, that was awesome. I have to tell you. Yes, Christopher and Kyra are going to just love that. They are. Just going to love you.
Oh.
Now, there's nothing there, babe.
Unknown caller.
Hello.
Hello.
He heard the phone ring. He said hello.
Hello.
You're pretty smart, bud. Here you can see the back of the butterfly. And then around here we'll see the front of the butterfly. the nature trail of the botanical gardens.
Yes.
And we're going to see some ducks, according to the sign.
According to the sign.
According to the sign. And the sign also said back further that we could see some Texas rattlesnakes.
We hope not.
We hope not.
We hope not.
Because she's got tennis shoes on, but I have sandals on with my feet showing, so I hope we don't see a rattlesnake. But we're gonna go see if we can see some ducks. Here we are, walking through the botanical gardens.
And it's wonderful. There's so many things to see and learn about.
The South Texas Botanical Gardens and Nature Center is located at 8545 South Staples, Corpus Christi, Texas. Their hours are 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily, closed on some holidays. Parking is free. Admission, adults $9, 60 plus, active military or college students $7. Ages 3 to 12 is $5, and children under 3 are free.
It's wet on the bottom. He got in his water bowl and soaked a little bit, just so you know.
That's fine. Come here, baby. He says nope. Hi, sweetness. Oh.
I take it you know iguanas because you were like, I'm on it.
Hi, baby.
So we know that Ivan is older.
Oh.
We also know he was well socialized, but he was found wandering around, so we don't know a great deal about him. Our vet estimates that he is older. He's thinking like between 15, 18 years old. So we treat him as we would a geriatric. And so he's so socialized. He prefers at this age to be indoors a little bit more than he does outdoors. But definitely when it's this cold, I had planned for us to do all the interactions in parrot hut, but when it's this cold, we don't even poke their head out.
Oh,
Ivan leans in when you pet him.
mhm.
He leans into whichever side you do.
Yeah, he's shedding his skin today, so he's probably like, oh yeah, that feels really good on my itchy skin.
He feels good. He feels really good. Hi, baby. I know. He's like, I'm all, oh, he's like happy.
One day we hope to get to the point where people can hold him. He's a lot less crazy than he was before, but he's not quite angel level quite yet.
We're trying to educate people, telling them, you know, it takes a lot of work to get them like Ivan was, and we can't take the credit because he was socialized when he came here, but he
Yes,
definitely
you guys
comes out
get him
every
too.
day and gets his attention, and if they don't, that's
It doesn't feel real.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Oh. He loves to be petted.
These guys love fancy cameras.
Baby. Okay. Oh, you're cool. Oh, poor thing.
Rosie is the only snake I know that likes to be cool. If
Oh.
you've got a drink, she'll wind around it. I don't know why.
No, just touch him. She's
I'll touch him,
smooth.
but I don't want to hold him.
She's always this calm.
Her.
She doesn't really make sudden movements, so they
Okay.
love, you know, everybody
Calm.
loves that.
Hi, baby. Look at you. I know. I know, huh? Good
I do
job.
have one of our other snakes too. I think him and Rosie are tied for the most popular. This is Pablo. He looks, a lot of people, especially kids, are like, is he venomous? Is that a coral snake? And I'm like, that is the ultimate compliment for these guys. That's what they want you to think. But he's not, he's completely non-venomous. He's a Pueblan milk snake. You guys can hold him too.
Oh, cool.
He comes out every day. He's one of my
Oh.
favorites to bring out. He's so bright and he's also so friendly and he likes to come
pretty.
out.
So how do you tell it's red on black, okay, it's,
Yeah, red on black is friend of Jack's, so Pablo's a friend.
Okay.
But if the red touches yellow, it's kill a fellow.
yeah.
Okay. There you go.
But I tell people if you see anything that looks even kind of like that, don't touch it.
Yeah.
Don't take the chance.
Yeah.
Look at you. He is cool.
Thank you. He also just shed last week.
So he's really
He's
soft
really
and bright.
shiny.
Yeah, so this is an awesome time for him to be photographed.
I don't like-
Not, so the really cool thing about king snakes, not only is he non-venomous, but they can't eat other venomous snakes. They are immune to pit viper venom. So if there's a little rattlesnake in here, their main defense is just bite once and wait for it to kick in. They lay back and they're like, all right, I've done my job. What they don't realize is these guys have been eating them all along.
Yes, and so we always be sure when we, especially when we have kids in here, we tell them, hey, you know, these snakes are very tame and they're very nice because we work with them every day. Don't grab one on the trail because it could bite you,
Yeah.
because it's scared, because ultimately then everybody wants to, you know, they touch the friendly one and then the kids want to touch the ones out on the trail. Sometimes it's okay, but most of the time that's going to scare them.
Take pictures, you know, take pictures.
They're cool. He's neat. He feels cool.
And the mask, you can't see my face.
You can take it off if you'd like
That's
for
okay.
photos.
That's cool.
Oh, I'm holding a snake.
Yeah, he's always the focus point.
You see it in your eyes.
Oh,
Oh, I think so. Isn't he cool?
notice how still I'm holding.
That is
Good
Aladdin.
for you.
She's deep in shed right now, so she's not moving at all.
Oh, okay.
Great for getting a picture. You don't even have to focus it. If they don't have any eyelids, the eye caps
Uh-huh.
will shed over the eye, so when that happens, they can't see very well at all. So they're like, well, since I can't see very well, my whole vision is cloudy, I'm just gonna be still and keep a super low profile.
Yeah. Pretty.
She's one of our biggest snakes as well.
One of the other animals I really like to touch on in here is our Texas tortoises. Texas tortoises are protected because of their ecological value. And a lot of people will find a turtle or a tortoise in the wild and they think, I'm going to keep it. You know, it's going to be a good pet. But they're not supposed to do that with Texas tortoises. However, these guys were not, these guys were born on site. And typically, we do not have a breeding situation here because we are at max capacity. But these guys, our Texas tortoises, had been together for quite some time and never had babies before I was here. And then one day there was an egg, and out hatched Richardson.
Oh.
Is this one Richardson?
I think this one's Richardson.
Okay.
So
I had to look
Richardson
at
is
them really hard.
3. And he had a brother, and his brother went to the Texas Sea Life Center that our vet runs. And then these 2, we separated the male and female so we wouldn't continue to have tortoises. And about a year later, we had more eggs, and I called him and I said, I promise I did what you said. So tortoises can hold fertilized eggs. And that's how we got Tyler and Beaumont. And Beaumont, actually, we were redoing some stuff in his cage, and they hit him with a shovel. And we rushed the egg to our vet, and Lindsay got to see Beau take his first breath.
So we're attached. They're not going anywhere.
And we have a Boy Scout that he's interning with us right now. His Eagle Scout project is to expand the Texas tortoise enclosure, and they will have separate places for each one of them so that there's no aggression, no mating, and that they have enough space out there to enjoy.
And when they get scared, they'll drop their tail, right?
They will. So she's a really great example of what happens when they drop their tails. As you can see, it looks kind of stumpy. It looks kind of funny. They're actually one of the few gecko species that will regrow their tails. The reason the geckos that do regrow their tails do it because it's a fat store. They rely on it in the wild. And even though these guys aren't wild, they don't know that. They have no idea.
Yeah.
And so they regrow that tail, but because they've regrown it, they don't grow the piece of bone back that is originally in that tail, so that there's nothing to give it any kind of real distinct shape. So it usually just grows back into a little kind of stumpy thing.
Hers looks really good though. Some of them get all like
Oh, they
crooked
get-
or star shaped and weird looking. Hers is really, she did a great job.
So you said she's most active in
At dawn and dusk.
dawn and dusk.
Yeah, usually
one's here.
we'll turn our lights out, we'll turn all the lights off in the room, and it'll just kind of be like the ambient light, and she'll poke her head out like, all right guys, I'm here. Job back here is a Pac-Man frog. He's one of the few frog species in the world that actually has teeth.
Oh, yeah.
That was quick. It is so fast. It's like you blink and you miss it.
That is so cool. She's pregnant?
Nope, he just looks like that. He's just fat.
And he's Pac-Man.
They're also called South American horned frogs. So if you look at his eyelids, they've got these 2 little pieces of skin that come up like little horns. Good boy.
Yes, it is way too cold for them to be out today. Buddy, can they have a kiss? Oh my goodness, you're so smart. Would you guys like to hold him?
Yes.
Go ahead.
You wanna
I'll
hold
hold.
him
No,
first?
you go first.
So he does not like to be pet, but he will just sit on your arm and be happy, right, buddy?
There you go. That's cool.
Buddy, can she have a kiss? Oh my goodness, you are so smart.
Another kiss. You have to go. Kiss.
A kiss?
He says, I don't know.
A kiss? All right, we had to work for that one. I feel like 3 was it.
You gonna give me a kiss? No.
I'm treat lady. Normally he does it for treat. Oh, good job, buddy. He's like, treat?
Look at you.
So smart. A lot of people will ask us, they're like, well, he's an African gray. Does he know how to talk? He says everything when we're not looking. So on cue, pretty much all we can get him to do is kiss. He'll make a few noises. But for like full sentences, he waits till one of us is creeped out and alone. One time I was sitting down and I was just about to eat my lunch alone in the office, and he went down to the bottom and got right near my ear, and he said, I've watched you.
Her pounds.
Hi, Tango.
Because they get,
Can you wave to them? Very good.
Our
Should we-
thunder is
Don't move. Yep, there you go. Should we sing the tango song? Tango is a good bird, yes he is. Tango is the best bird that there is. Tango loves to sing. Tango loves to dance. No dancing. But most of all, Tango loves to kiss. Very good. Now you want to show them your best trick. How many pistachios can you fit into that beak? 2, 3, 4.
Good job, Tango.
1.
Good job.
You need to take him. Is he getting heavy?
No, he's fine.
He goes nuts quick.
He does.
They're amazing.
So some of our birds, I mean, typically the the reason that we get for them needing to rehome them is they're too loud. We've even gotten one given to us because she pooped too much.
Really?
Tango is definitely an anomaly.
Good job, Tango.
He had one home for 16 years and they loved him so much that she decided that she was going to move to Corpus Christi so he could be with us.
You wanna help?
And we didn't have a spot for him. And she called all the time wanting Tango to come here.
Come here.
And I'm going to put your mask over. There you go.
Here, I'll put it there.
Step up.
There you go. You got. Hi there, bud. Hi, bud. Hi, bud. Look at you. Hi.
When he first got here, his owner drove from Ohio, and I met them, and I said, "Let me give him a nut. I'm going to give him a pecan." And she said, "Oh, let me crack that for you, baby." And I said, "Oh no, he can crack it." So this has been like college because Tango was so babied and so loved his whole life. They still come to see him. She went to an assisted living facility, and her son that was going to take Tango is in Germany studying, and so he can't. But this is Tango's forever home now, but they do come back and visit. And a lot of studies will tell you that parrots can remember for months at a time. Parrots can remember for years at a time. And I say that because Tango had been away from this young man for 4 years, and when he walked in, Tango said, "Hi, Clay."
And we had never heard him say that.
No, he had not said that. We have other birds that recognize their owners, and after COVID had happened, we had one lady that hadn't been back for several years, and the 2 birds she donated absolutely recognize her. So we do know that you remember.
And as you can see close up, since he's really taken his time with that, they do have up to 9 bones in their tongue, so it works like a little finger. So not only do they have the super strong beak to crack it, they can also work it and get it out of the nut, get it out of the shell really nice, and actually skin the nut itself. And they do that without even thinking.
Look at that tongue. Look at that.
Yeah.
He's like, see, this is why it took a long time. I wanted a close-up of my tongue. Tango wants a close-up of anything. He loves
Oh,
attention.
you're on.
Tequila is our oldest macaw. He's 30.
All right, so that there is Ethel. She's one of our oldest birds that we've got here. She's 44. And this is Fred. He is the oldest bird that we've got here. He is 47. Hi. And they love to sing. They really love to hang out with each other. So when they're separate, if Ethel was just by herself, I could bring her out on hand like we've got the other birds. But when Fred's there, she's like, "Girl, don't even look at me. All I want is my husband." And then now that other birds are getting attention, Tango's like, "I'm ready to dance." Awesome. I know, Ethel. I love you, girl. These 2 are double yellow-headed Amazons.
And you said their names are
Fred and Ethel. Hi! Oh, hi! Hi!
Oliver has a different story than anyone else here. I know, I see that you're on a tall dude.
What?
And you feeling real big. Come here. Get back down here, because I know what you're going to do. You're going to break his mask. He's anti-mask.
Oh, he's going to try to take his mask off?
Yeah, he hates it.
Won't hurt me.
Go ahead.
Oh,
We're
he
trying
wants
to
see
get
the
his
faces.
mask, but dude, trying to get my mask. Okay, so we got Oliver as a baby. There are Quaker parrot populations all over Texas. In Austin, they're considered invasive. Here, they're just considered an introduced species. But he blew down out of the nest on one really windy day, and him and his brothers were taken to our veterinarian's place. He deemed him non-releasable because he is too rotten to be in the wild. We asked if we could, we fell in love with him immediately. And so Oliver got to come live here, and we thought, oh, he has not had any negativity in his life. We are going to train him to do so many wonderful things, and we have made him the most rotten little guy in the world. He's 2 years old. His hobbies include tearing up our keyboard in our office, eating our earrings
Yeah.
And removing
masks.
Yeah, he does know. He's one of our smartest birds. He has some of the most cues of any of our birds. Peekaboo! Oliver,
He's
ready?
so mad that you have
Say,
tequila.
peekaboo! Oh, kind of. That was a great try, little man. All right, Kiki. Since a lot of our birds, we don't really know where they came from and we don't know too much of their past, we try to be super gentle. If they do, if they're naughty, we don't throw them on the ground. We don't drop them if they bite. We don't yell at them. So Oliver came as a baby and he's never been yelled at. We've never dropped him. He's never got in trouble for anything. And then we're like, oh my gosh, he's spoiled. We were surprised and we don't know why.
Twirl. So get on Miss Lindsay and let's twirl. 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 Wow, good job.
Oh, yes.
And picks them up and.
Oh no, he's right now he's a little chilly.
Is he?
Yeah, if you put your hand right here.
Yeah, that was warm.
Huh. Maybe your hands are cool. Maybe my hands are just
The water is warm. We warm the water with a coffee.
But yeah,
Our
this
way
is-
of looking at it, these guys have had it hard enough, or even if they came from good homes, we really do spoil, and that's one reason we keep our. We want to be able to have the funds for the rat pet care, and also we want to have time to spend with them and give them what they really need.
Yeah. Oh, look at him. He is amazing. Wow. And his friend.
And this is a full-grown Texas tortoise. Which one's out here, Allie? Who do you have?
that is Houston.
Okay, this is Houston. He's one of our male Texas tortoises. Okay. Hey, dude. I know. What are you doing, buddy? You look weird.
One of our prettiest ones is Tony. If you look at the bottom of his shell, it's completely orange.
He's
And
not a big
sometimes-
fan of
Sometimes
soaking.
if I scratch him, he gets really excited.
But he needs
Maybe.
to.
He might not do it today. Oh.
Maybe.
Right here, he'll start wiggling like crazy.
Good boy.
If I do decide. Today, I guess he's not feeling it.
No.
Because usually he'll rub up on my leg and scratch himself. It's so cute.
He's like, okay.
So we do all, and our macaws, this gauge wire, our macaws can pull this apart like it's a guitar. So, a lot of people don't realize when they get them, they get an inexpensive cage. They don't realize when they get to be 5 years old, they can break that like it's a guitar string. This is Sweetie, and she is one of the final birds that I was going to bring out and introduce y'all to. She doesn't really say very many words. Ow, ow, ow. Ow, ow, ow. No? No. But she's super sweet. She'll let 200 kiddos pet her. But she came to us with fatty liver disease, very overweight, and so she's one big reason we try to do a lot of education about the nutritional needs. We switched from peanuts when I took over to pistachios with our vet's instruction, and the blood work across the board improved so drastically. So Sweetie is now, her fatty liver disease is inactive. You know, it's improved. We keep her on diet food and the pistachios and chalk, and she has lost over 200 grams.
Wow.
Without that, our vet said she would not have probably made it a year. You're so pretty. You're such a good girl. Sweetie. Sweetie is a blue-fronted Amazon. And, like, I can take her to class. She'll let 200 kids on a tour pet her. Just very patient. And she's a good educational bird, because I tell people, everyone wants to say, I hear all the time, I want a parrot that talks. Sweetie's definitely one of our sweetest, and she definitely says the fewest words.
He's got jowls, so he's got really, really fat cheeks. And people ask if they puff up. I'm like, no, they're just about always like that. Especially the males will have really big ones.
Look at the tongue.
No, it feels cool.
The other older guy inside, he didn't ever step on his tongue, did he?
There you go. But
These guys have a way cooler tongue than the iguanas. They've actually got a forked tongue. Since they do eat meat, they're really good hunters. So they've got a forked tongue like a snake, whichever side of the two feelers taste more like a mouse, that's the way that they go. So that's how they track down their prey.
Oh, okay.
And when they do actually, not this one obviously, he's real old and just a little bit chunky. But these guys, when they do really pick up speed, they can run on 2 legs.
That is a great question.
Which is very scary sight. I've never seen him do it, but
Oh, yeah.
yeah, he is pretty lazy. He came to us already full grown several years ago, so he's up there.
Okay, you know how if anybody else, he asked if they were nervous with the big lizard out. I said, funny you should say that. Tango is not scared. He just thinks everyone's going to take care of him. Absolutely, absolutely faith, 100% faith in us. He can be in the reptile room and his perch can be right beside a tank, and he's like, okay. Yes, so the first thing that we have coming up is our big balloon plant sale. They have tons of plants out there, and that Saturday is also Family Fun Day, so we do a lot of different activities for the kids. But people do line up really early for this. That is going to be April the 2nd, yes, 10 to 5. The next event that we have is also in April, and it's the Birdiest Festival. Last year they saw more different species than they had documented any other time. And the Birdiest Festival is April the 20th through the 24th. You can sign up for tours. And the 24th is actually, the 23rd is that Saturday. It's Family Fun Day. Jonathan Wood is here doing his Raptor Project presentations. They're amazing, very educational, and we have extra activities for the kiddos to interact with the animals, and there's food trucks and bouncy castles, so it's going to be super fun. It's my favorite event, I think. And then we also have camps. They start registration in March, but there's the list. We normally have a pretty big waiting list for our camp. And we've also started, we have a scouting program now with our own patch. And we had our first one this month, and we were full. It was a huge success, lots of fun, really cool patch there. Our interns are Eagle Scouts, so they got to help us with it. And if they need any information, this is our education director's email.
And they can also find all that information on your website.
Yes, ma'am.
So real quick, I want to thank you for allowing us to come.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Hold all the birds
We love to get our name out there. A lot of people don't know that we have animals here. Clearly, we have a lot of other things that are beautiful, and I would take y'all on a full tour, but I don't know very much about plants.
had an awesome time at the South Texas Botanical Gardens and Nature Center. And if you missed some of those announcements, I will put a link to their website below for your reference. And I want to thank you again for following Ricky and I on our journey. And don't forget, like and subscribe so you won't miss us as we are soaring together.
Bye-bye and hello.
Bye-bye.